Just see if the mic is working. Okay. All right, everyone. I am back again. I had some issues with YouTube Studio earlier on, so I'm just going to continue where we left off. If you've just joined today's live stream, it's my 6-month anniversary, and what better way to celebrate it but just to share my journey and all the great things that I've discovered as a content creator and how I am full time learning as much as I could in order for me to drive myself to the finish line, as this is a very long marathon. So I hope that you guys are ready to join me today. And again, the first point from today's live stream before I got kicked out or before YouTube crashed on me. So the first thing on the list, I'm checking the box where I basically serve my newly published video to my subscribers. I would say majority of content creators, especially small channels, including myself, we always do that. We just leave it the way it is because it's kind of like an automatic setting on the YouTube studio. So the reason why I have unchecked that is for me to test if the part 2 of my very successful live stream, I wanted to check if this would actually make a difference because hear me out. Before I have decided to uncheck this setting before publishing the part 2. Okay? So we're talking about 2 videos just to create a scene. I have 2 videos, part 1 and part 2. Both of them are live streamed. The part 1 performed the highest in terms of views, the watch hours, the CTR. Happy. It's a good content. It's a good live stream. That was a good um, test for me to say, okay, so my viewers are most likely enjoying a full live stream or full live stream video that talks about that particular topic. So I created a part 2. Now, for the benefit of those who are just joining in, when I created the part 2 of that successful video, before I even published the replay of that video, I was so concerned because for so many days, I had 0 views. The entire channel had no views. And I think we can all relate to that, how when we go to our YouTube studio and you see completely blank analytics, there's no bar. And that was the reason why I thought, okay, let me experiment on something. So before I publish the part 2 of this very successful video that performed highest in my channel, I took the risk. And my risk was, or the risk that I took was, I wanted to uncheck that setting and I want to publish this part 2 video to non-subscribers in my channel. First day, I panicked, 0 views. So I thought, okay, I messed up. Okay, I did the wrong decision. So it is what it is, you know. I think as a content creator, we need to also be okay with videos that perform and not perform, but we need to pick it up. We need to pick up some learnings. We need to get better. Like I said at the beginning of the first video, if you know the famous saying of Albert Einstein, you know, if we keep repeating, you know, we cannot expect the same result. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. So I keep that at the back of my mind as a content creator. I think that saying is so applicable for us. So fast forward to the second day. The second day, guys, it was so interesting because I started to see bars every single hour. Okay, every single hour it will show how many viewers. Not a lot, but somehow I can see views coming back on my analytics. Third day, it was still there. So I'm like, interesting. I had days where I had no views for a few hours. And then, of course, it makes sense. You know, we have viewers when the regular viewers, are online. I don't want to be so ahead of myself, but when you go to your analytics, right? and you go to a part where you see when your viewers are actually online. We have a habit of following that, or I myself for 6 months, that's what I've been doing. And I thought, okay, I unclick this setting. So I'm taking a risk of serving this new video to non subscribers. But at the same time, I also did something interesting. I also just publish it in the time that I felt like publishing it. And third day, fourth day, fifth day, I think today is the fifth day, I have seen not only that every hour I have views, not a lot, but there's views every day, every hour in my channel. I would say maybe 2 to 3 hours, 4 hours maximum, there's no views because maybe the world is sleeping, depending on where they're watching my channel from. But here's the kicker. I want to show you quickly. I want to flash again to you guys the performance of that video after I unchecked on my setting to serve that new video first to my subscribers. So this is what happened, guys. Okay. So that video again is a part two of a very successful video in my channel. This is from my channel. Okay. Yours might be more successful than mine, but this is for um, example purposes only. Okay. So now, after I've published that video to non-subscribers first, I noticed that the click-through rate is 6.6. It's a good click-through rate, if you ask me, based on my research. Apart from that, the engagement on that video was 9 minutes and 26 seconds. That's a long time. That's a very long time. That really indicates that the viewers are not just clicking. The CTR rate is high, but at the same time, they stay longer, up to 9 minutes something, to watch the content. So these are good indication for YouTube to keep pushing my channel or my videos related to that topic. Now, I'm going to show you the audience, right? The audience is very interesting. This is the non-subscribe is 78%, and subscribe is 21.9%. Hi, Lisa. Thanks for joining. So I'm going to go through the comment section, guys, in a while because I just want to deliver all these tips while it's in my mind. So please feel free to chat with each other, but please take this tip is a very, very good tip. So, okay. So if you look at the performance of that video, you can see CTR is good, average view duration is high. The viewers of non-subscribe is 78%, meaning discovery of my channel of that video was 78%. Now, I cannot predict what would be the outcome if, or what could have been the outcome if I check the publish the content to my subscribers. But I can tell you, comparing this part two to the part one, it has already significantly performed or outperformed the part one. And the only difference between part one and part two is I served the first video to my subscribers first. Second, YouTube distribute it if they see that it's qualified for distribution. So what I'm trying to share here, guys, is, as this is a very big tip, this is a very, very good one, is what drove me to do this is the lack of views for how many days, but at the same time, I had been reviewing my analytics. And I have seen the ratio that I pay attention to when I go to my analytics is the CTR, the average view duration, and of course, this one, watch time from subscribers, because it's an indication for me. And I'm not just talking about this video, I'm talking about every single video. This is a lot of work for me as a content creator because this is what I call the admin work. I don't know how full-time are you with your channel. I'm extremely full-time with my channel. This is all I do when I'm officially working, put it that way. So every day I have things to do. I don't necessarily focus every day on creating video. I don't worry so much about recording videos because now after 130 videos, I need to understand how can I actually reproduce those content in terms of the setting, in terms of what I can actually experiment on in terms of what I've just done for this particular for the last video that I've published. So this particular topic, the tip number one, is so it's an individual choice. Okay, it's an objective, it's an individual thing. But personally, based on my channel's performance, I noticed that I have really nothing to lose if I would experiment on distributing my content to non-subscribers. Here's the backup plan. This is a good tip. When I untick that, I'm fully aware that my video will be published or will be served to non subscribers. So, what did I do as a backup plan? I go ahead on my community post the same time I publish that video. I go to my community post, you probably have seen it, and I post on my community post. I alerted my subscribers that the part two of that video is already out, and here's the link to watch it. So I have no specific basis whether my subscribers who watched that video watch it because they saw it on the community post. It's hard to answer that. But the bottom line for me is I have seen how that video outperformed the previous video based on CTR. It's the highest CTR for me. 6.6 is the highest CTR for my channel so far. And then the average due duration, it's very high. It's almost 10 minutes. So basically, this is something you might want to look into your channel. I would recommend to go to your videos. And like I said, I don't know where you sit with your channel. Is this a full-time job? Is this just like passing the time, or is it like I have other jobs and this is just like an extra? So really find the time to analyze your analytics in terms of these three areas, like your CTR, your average view duration, and then who has been watching your videos. Are they usually subscribers or non-subscribers? And I've shown you how 70% something of that video were non-subscribers. That's a very significant gap. So I would say that it was a win-win situation because if I would compare that before I go to point number two or to tip number two, if I would compare that video, this is the video I'm referring to. That's the part, sorry. That's the part two, right? The part one performed, okay? So that one right now is 82 views. And the part one, though, this is the part one. Okay, there's no part two indicated below, just to show you quickly. The part one performed as of the moment. Let me just go to my analytics. Okay, are you ready to see this click-through rate of the part one? The part one, this is as of right now, okay, this is live, 2.3%. Engagement, not bad. I think, like I said, it performed. It's the best video in my content, so in my channel so far. 24 minutes, 53 seconds versus the other one was 9 minutes something. Now, the audience. Let's go to the audience. So even if, and this is just the other video, I go through other videos where I have more subscribers who watch the video, it fluctuates. So what I'm trying to say here is, if you want to experiment on this tip number one, be prepared to basically take a chance But at the same time, as new channels, we really have not much to lose. We are not like those big channels who expect their viewers to be 100,000 views on the first day. We're not there. So those channels, I don't think they would take a chance like this. But for me, like I said, I keep reminding myself of Albert Einstein's words to us that it is actually insane to think and to expect the same results, different results, and we're doing the same thing. So I hope you like that first tip. And again, all these tips I'm sharing you, these are all that happened to my channel, to my videos. I'm not here to say I'm the YouTube guru, so I know everything. But I think that this type of workshop is just for you to sit back and kind of like a podcast or kind of like just a Zoom meeting with your friends who are in the same business and just share. This is what's worked for me. This is what I'm doing. And so you might want to try it out as well. So, Lisa, thanks for joining us. I think this is the first time I've seen you on the live stream. If anyone here is just a quick commercial break, just before I go to tip number two, if anyone here who's on the live stream, if this is your first time to attend our workshop, like I said, treat this as a Zoom meeting with your fellow content creators, small channels like us, and see what you can actually pick up from this meeting or can you pick up from this Zoom meeting, So be open-minded and see what do you think would ring a bell to you, or what would be a light bulb effect for you, and what you would like to try. And we do this every week, and so I try to also obviously incorporate tips that I got from my YouTube guru that I'm paying for to audit my channel. And after I tried what he's recommending, I'm sharing it on the workshop. So going on to tip number two. So if you don't have any questions on tip number one, I'm ready to proceed to tip number two. All right, so number two. Okay. Still on analytics. Okay. Majority of today's topic or today's workshop is really driven by what is on my analytics, because in the end, that is the biggest teacher for us as content creator. I could be watching all those YouTube guru and say, "Oh, that's a good tip," but when I go to my analytics or to my channel, it may not be applicable to my channel. So, refer to your analytics. That's the main point of today's workshop. When you go through the tips I'm sharing you, please refer to your analytics when you want to apply or before you want to apply any tips that I've tried and tested, and then you can decide for yourself. Okay, number two. On the analytics, I go to the geographic location of my viewers. I'm sure you do the same. How I do it, I filter it to 7 days, to the last 7 days. Because the question to me is, whenever I go by 28 days and I change it to 7 days, I can see a big gap between the viewers based on their country who are not really coming back. Okay. So for me, when I go to my analytics, go to my geographic location of my viewers, there's three countries in there who are always there, whether I go 7 days or 30 days or lifetime. That will be US, Philippines, and Singapore. Now, when I go by 28 days, let me tell you, I have countries like Iraq, I would have Taiwan, I would have Hong Kong, I would have Sweden, but they're not there anymore when I go by 7 days. So those are what I call the passing viewers, right? And the priority for me as a small content creator is to really use what is on my analytics. And this number two tip I want to share with you is something that I feel is very useful for us to really invest our time and energy understanding and really focus on this as a tool for our next video. I think for me, I focus on one video after the other. So if I'm to produce a live stream tomorrow, I have done my homework on going through my analytics and making sure I'm serving what's in my analytics before I serve that particular video. So the point is, I'm not worried about the subtitles, changing my video subtitles to Swedish language, Chinese language, um, Arabic language, just because I saw those in my viewers' geographic location the past 30 days or the past months. So I go filter it by 7 days, or I filter it according to the last 7 days. Geographic location. Let me elaborate on that. The type of viewers that I had for the last 7 days, I also go check on the analytics whether they are subscribers or non-subscribers. Again, this leads me to what I've done the first time, or on the first tip that I've shared with you earlier on, which is deciding whether my next video should be set up as to be served to my subscribers or to be served to non subscribers first. So when I go to my geographic location the last 7 days, I find that it's more reliable because it's been consistent, and these are the regular viewers that I have coming back and forth every day, every hour, every other day. So if you have not really explored your geographic location on your analytics, I recommend you do. And when you do, you want to check as well their status in your in on status in terms of, are they subscribers or non-subscribers. I personally would be doing this on a regular basis now because I have tested it on the last video, which performed decent or best to my standard in my channel. So check your geographic location on your analytics. It would also allow you to be creative in terms of your strategy, how you position your next content. And of course, there's a lot of things you can play around with if you know where your viewers are watching from. So that's my second tip. Not only understanding the location, but understanding, are they subscribers, or what is the percentage, what is the ratio between subscribers and non subscribers. All right. Now, um, number three. Okay, tip number three. Again, this is something that I've done to my channel, so I'm sharing with you. If you're taking down notes, just keep in mind that this workshop is depending so much on what is on my analytics. So you can actually refer to that before you proceed to the tip that you're going to try. Okay, number three, posting time. Okay, let's talk about posting time. I don't know about you guys, but on my YouTube studio, I had reported to YouTube that for almost, I would say, 3 weeks now, I had zero access on when my viewers are on time. You know, when you go to analytics, there's a graph, and there's obviously the bar that would indicate what time are your viewers usually on time. Many of your viewers are on time. Some of your viewers are online. So I used to have that on my YouTube studio. I don't see that anymore for how many weeks? I've reported that twice already. I've never received any reply. So I'm just like, okay, I need to post my video. I want to post the content. So that takes me to tip number three, right? Posting time. When I posted the last video that I've shared with you earlier on, I basically broke the rule of posting a video according to what is indicated on my analytics because I don't have that in my analytics. So I took a chance. I took a risk. This last video was all about risk. I serve it to my non-subscribers. I posted it on the time that I just felt like, and I posted it based on my common sense. Okay? Because the top three viewers on my analytics are US, Philippines, and Singapore, I have to be mindful about, okay, if I'm going to post this, I got to make sure that the US viewers are awake. So somewhere around morning, somewhere around not so early morning, but maybe 8 in the morning to 9 in the morning Singapore time. And of course, common sense. My viewers are from Singapore and Philippines. 8 to 9 a.m. Singapore time is the time everyone is getting ready for work, everyone is awake. And so these three locations would most likely receive my video just in time. One, they're just waking up. Two, they're relaxing after dinner. They're in bed or they're just in the living room. They just finished dinner and they're just browsing through their phones. So, because I know my geographic location of my viewers, or because I know where my viewers are watching me from, it's easy for me to somehow decide based on my common sense on when is the best time to post. Again, it's also experimenting because let me tell you, on my analytics before, when I can access that on my YouTube studio, what the analytics is suggesting is I post many of my viewers. It says there would be 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. usually Singapore time. So that's 8 or 9 a.m. US, sometimes 10 a.m. US, sometimes 6 a.m. US, depends which part of the states you're from. So I guess the bottom line here is also be really present with your top three viewers. Where are they watching from? So that's also another tip I want to share with you as tip number three, which is to really understand the geographic location of your viewers and really be able to use that as a tool for you to know when is the best time to post. Now, tip number four. This one I learned from my YouTube audit guy. Remember, I have actually hired this YouTube guru. He's a medium-sized YouTube guru. He's not as big as vidIQ or Think Media, but he's somewhere in the middle. So one of the tip he's given me is to create fresh shorts, fresh, okay, new shorts video, not a remix. To create a fresh shorts video to promote your dead old videos. So if you're like me who have produced a lot of videos already, and if you look back again to your analytics, we refer again to our analytics in terms of the videos that are more on the low side. You know, when you go to your analytics, it would show there the videos that performed lowest. So you go on there, you go there, and what you want to see is okay, because these are the low views, you want to see, you don't want them to go to waste, because you could actually revive those videos by simply um, creating a fresh shorts video to promote those old videos. I haven't really done any of this yet, to be very honest with you. And that's because I don't have enough time to film new videos yet lately. If you've noticed, hi Kayla, if you've noticed, I've just been focused on a lot of live streams because my content is educational. My content is more value for money, if you may, for viewers who say, look, I want to sit here and listen to Majoy who's doing sales training. I would rather that she do live because I get more value for my money. So again, my point is it's an individual thing. I had been doing live stream for two reasons. Number one, obviously, it's more productive for my viewers or for myself. And number two, it's really the nature of my channel. And then number two is, of course, I get a lot of view hours, much better than the long form video. Okay. So again, going back to tip number four, right? Creating shorts, new shorts, fresh shorts. And you know, the shorts video now is 3 minutes. So my coach, my YouTube guru, here's a big tip, guys. This is a very big tip. When you're creating a new shorts video to promote your old channels that has been stagnant, that has been dead, and we have plenty of that, he said, don't just create shorts for the sake of it. What you do is you go to your competitors, and by saying competitors, go not the biggest competitor, go to the lowest or your competitor which is slightly above you in terms of the channel size. So for example, I have 1,000 plus subscribers. I should actually looking up for my competitor within my niche who has, I don't know, 10,000 subscribers, 30,000 subscribers. And then I'm going to go to the shorts that that channel has been producing and understand what's the successful shorts or what has been the successful shorts video that he or she has produced that has generated thousands of views. So now I want to see what that content creator or what that competitor has done because I want to be realistic. I can't compare myself to my competitor who has 2 million subscribers. It's just not going to work. So the key element that I've learned from my YouTube guru audit guy, search for the competitor slightly above you, just slightly above you. Then you go to his numbers, then you refer to his shorts. What type of shorts? What topic? What's the length of the shorts? What's the thumbnail? What's the tone? This is when you're not copying, but you're understanding what's working for your competitor within your niche and recreating that with your all originality in terms of the content, but you have a guide of what is working out there in terms of your competitor. So the key point for this tip number 4, if you are to create a fresh shorts video, before you do that, you want to go and check your competitor slightly above you in terms of the channel size, and you want to see and understand the videos that has performed well in terms of views, and you want to recreate that in your own way. I really like that tip that I got from my YouTube guru. That's why I thought I want to share this on my workshop because I can share to you or I've shared to you what I've experienced firsthand, what I thought firsthand, what my ideas are. But this one is something that I thought is worth sharing as well. And this is applicable as well on long form videos. So that's why I have no time to just record and post long form video because I'm doing a lot of homework. I'm really doing a lot of review on my analytics, on my videos, on my old videos, their performance, and then doing a lot of research because I feel like there's two things I can do now on my 6 month as a content creator. There's only two things, two major things I should be doing right now. Number one is to really see which videos out of my playlist, over 130 videos now, or 130 videos, I need to see how I can actually utilize those videos. Whether it's changing the thumbnail, whether it's changing or creating new shorts for them, that's one. And then number two is to focus on how I can actually use my analytics to really play around in terms of there's so many things analytics can teach us. What content you should do next, what's trending, what's the length of the video, etc., etc. It's endless. So I hope that this is a very inspiring point as well as a small content creator, especially those who are relatively new like myself. We should not be only focused now on, how they say, just record and be consistent and make videos. I've done that. And I don't regret doing that because those were the reasons why I can look at the camera, I can hit record without hesitation and with comfort. Now that I've passed that challenging part as a content creator, to overcome that discomfort on screen, to overcome the hesitation to record, now is the time to really understand the business. be the business, do the business. And that goes without saying exactly what this workshop is all about, to just go through these technical parts, the analytics parts, which would actually really drive minor or major changes in our channel. In my case, that's what I'm working on right now. So, tip number 5. All right, this I like this one. Okay. Pinning your comment on your videos. We do that. You probably say, Majoy, I know that. I pin comments all the time whenever I post a video or whenever I have a video, I pin comments. The question is, what do you pin on the comment or what do you indicate on the comment? Is it something that would drive more growth to your channel? Or it's just a casual comment that you pin? So, suggested comments to pin. This is what I learned from my audit guy as well, from my YouTube audit guy. He said, it's one thing to pin a comment, but the question is what to pin, what you should be pinning on your comment section. If you are selling a course or you're selling an ebook or you have a massive playlist in your channel, those are the samples of comments you should be pinning on every single video. And the purpose of that is if, for example, I'm selling my website, right? Which I do have a website to offer my courses outside YouTube. Now, from my meeting with my audit guy, I'm going to start going back to every single video, 130 videos I go back to and say, all right, on my first video, I just put there, click subscribe, or here's the link to subscription. I have to use that pinned comment to really drive ways to make money apart from AdSense, apart from getting subscribers. So instead, and I've just started doing this, I still have a lot of admin work to do. And so instead, what I would put there is my pinned comment now becomes I'm a sales coach offering this, da da da, and then I will pin my website. Because the subscription, click to subscribe, it's everywhere. Click the like button, it's everywhere. The share button is everywhere. But if I actually would use that pin comment section as to drive my business, if I'm selling a book, put the book there, put the link to purchase your book. If you're selling a course like me, pin the website. I think this is a really brilliant tip that I got from my audit guy because, like I said, this is when you pay someone to audit your channel and understand what is missing in your channel, what you haven't done, what you should be doing. And then I thought, look, every dollar I paid for this second guy is worth the money. So I want to share that to my community here as well. What are you pinning on your comment section? Now, after this, I hope you're writing notes. You want to do that as a priority if you're selling any product. If you're doing Etsy, if you're selling a course, if you're selling a book, whatever you're selling, whatever business you have outside YouTube, that is the place to pin it because that is also a good avenue for you to promote your product. So I hope you like that. I do like that a lot. I still have to do a lot of admin work. That's why I couldn't do any long form video because of this piling homework that I was given to that I want to share to you guys. If you like the tip, please give me a heart. Please click like button so I know that you are enjoying today's live stream. Okay, now tip number 5. Let me just look at my tip number 5. Okay, this is what I've learned as well from my YouTube guru. I want to share with you as well. He said to me, when you create a video, right, and there's comments coming in, I know this is a bit of a challenge for small channels like us. I don't know how many comments you get after you publish a new video, but we know that it's not significantly huge compared to those big channels. And it's okay. We're gonna get there. We are 6 months, we're 5 months, we're gonna get there. They've also been to the same stage and same shoes as we were. Now we can only just look forward. We just look forward, keep going, keep going, keep going. So, what he has advised me in terms of comment section, he said, Joy, when you post a new video and you receive comments, right? You need to make sure that you are replying to those comments within the first hour since the comment has been published or since the comment has been posted. And I'm sure we are all very good at this. I'm sure we immediately post a comment, a reply to every single comment that comes our way because we don't have so many. But the time will come when the channel is growing. He said, the time will come when your channel is growing and you will no longer be able to respond on those comments. And boy, do we want that day to come, right? So he said, never mind. My tip for you is make sure that you're responding on the comments within the first hour. And there's a reason for that. It's basically giving boost to your video even more because YouTube can see that yes, they view your video, the CTR was there, the view hours is there, or the average view duration is there, but the interaction also helps the algorithm to identify that your video or your channel also should be pushed further because of that interaction part. And he said to me, look, it's also it doesn't mean that we're big, doesn't mean we don't experience this contents or we don't experience contents that are flop. Although not many, but it happens and it can happen. So I have been like conversing with him about this, and then I said, yeah, but big channels don't really have a lot of problems with views. And then he said, no, that's not true because our competition also is bigger. If small channels have big competition, so as the big channels, so that makes sense. So bottom line is the tip that he's given me is make sure that no matter how big your channel is already at this point, any comment that pops to your new video is to really make sure that you respond to the comment within the first hour so the algorithm can see, okay, there's views, people are clicking this video, people are watching this video, oh, people are interacting on this video. So that would actually drive the algorithm to push your content. So what he's saying in summary is there's so many criteria for algorithm to be pushing the content. It's also got to do with the interaction. So we may not really pay attention on this so much, but it's a great tip. It maybe you might be saying, "Yeah, Majoy, I do that all the time," or you might be saying, "Oh, wow, I've never really thought about that," because sometimes I feel like I'll just reply later or whatever. But of course, at the end of the day, we could be in the middle of something or we're sleeping when the comment came in. So it's not so critical, put it that way. But it's actually another tip to pay attention to. Yes, and we are all still having problems with seeing comments. I don't know with you guys, but I also don't have a lot of comments. I don't get a lot of comments. And when I do, I really, really appreciate that. So, yeah, but he said this may not be for today, but when your channel is growing, when you already have 5,000 subscribers, 10,000 subscribers, you can start seeing the flow of comments. This is when you can make use of this tip. So I really, really like this tip. I thought that was a nice one. Okay, let me just go to the next one. All right. I can't remember what tip number am I now. Pinning comment, replying to comments. Okay. This one is very interesting. This is now related to SEO. Okay. So we are all, I think, one of the most challenging factor as a content creator is the SEO. I myself, I also don't know if I'm doing the SEO to the fullest. I do have vidIQ. Please comment down below what you're using. I do use vidIQ. I subscribe to vidIQ for 1 year subscription. So I'm on my 6 month now. And to be honest with you, I have never really used vidIQ so much these days, like the past month. I think I've used vidIQ very extensively on my first month. And so, on my conversation with my audit guy, he said, "Why are you not utilizing your vidIQ subscription? There's so many things you can actually make use of from the vidIQ." And in fact, a lot of big channels, the reason why there's still very big channels is because they depend on the vidIQ. Maybe there's a competitor of vidIQ. Let me know what do you know, but I use vidIQ. So now I need to go back. I told him I need to go back on learning how to use it. So what did I do? Apart from asking and having a conversation with my audit guy, I also go on YouTube and educate myself. I think I'm sure there's so much you can find on YouTube if you search on, ways to maximize the benefits of vidIQ as a small content creator. So I agree, Isabella. So this is my biggest problem. I think we all can relate to this. I said to my audit guy, I don't know how to use it. I know there are some points that are some tools that are so easygoing and straightforward, but like the outliners and the keywords and many others, I said it can be really overwhelming. And so he said, okay. So he gave me some guidance. He gave me some information about that on how to use that to my advantage as a beginner. But I think another thing that I've done, which I want to share with you, because I have a vidIQ subscription, there's a section there from the website when you're logged in, of course, where you can actually contact support. And I did, and I asked for help on guiding me to navigate what menu or what else I should use on my vidIQ given my channel. So I got a reply. I have yet to go through that. There's so much work to do. I have yet to go through the reply, but they reply so fast and the reply was so detailed in terms of, okay, you go here for this and that for that. So again, I just have to blame myself for this because I've not really fully utilized this. And it's me. I don't have enough, maybe the time really, and also a lot of stuff going on as a new content creator. So put that on your list if you have vidIQ subscription and see how else you can actually utilize that. Now, going back to the tip from this guy. So he said, now that you have a vidIQ, what you want to go on vidIQ is the keyword section. Okay, so okay, keyword. Before I carry on with the tip, I also use Rapidtags, which is actually a website based resource. I learned this from another content creator. So it's called Rapidtags. So I go there. What I do is I type in the title of the video that I'm producing, and it will pull out exactly the tags for that particular title. So I've been using that for weeks and I had no issues in terms of views. And going back to my vidIQ subscription, my YouTube audit guy said, Majoy, you need to go to vidIQ and then go to your keywords. And what you want to do is search your niche. And then the formula you should be focusing on moving forward. And you can go back and apply this to your dead videos. Okay. So this is a lot of work to move forward and to go backwards in terms of what's on your playlist or what's in your playlist. So he said, the key, the biggest advice I could give you is if you use vidIQ, you search your niche and it would pull out so many keywords in there. So you should be using the largest keywords on your title naturally. And then he said, you want to have two strong keywords in your description, and you want to have five strong keywords in your tags. So the formula he gave me is 1, 2, and 5. One strong keyword on your title, two strong keywords on your description, and five strong keywords on your title. This is SEO. This is the SEO aspect of basically making sure that your content or your video will really be SEO optimized. I personally have seen so many channels with description that is not SEO optimized. So many channels have really, I would say, nothing for the algorithm to capture in terms of keywords, but it's just basically more like a monologue ish description. So if we're new, we're small content creator, I'm guilty of that. I've experienced that. I've done that mistakes for the first, I don't know, 10, 20 videos. And that's when I subscribed to vidIQ. And that's why I was able to kind of, again, part of this also is the time and the growth as a small content creator, and we learn more as we go, and we learn more as we watch a lot of videos. But that's why workshops, for me, workshops like this is is a great space also to learn from fellow small content creators, because big channels, they would teach us something very generic, and I'm always appreciative of that. But at the same time, small channels, we go through about the same phase. We go through the same flow. We are on the same level, put it that way. So the level of challenges that we face, the level of improvements that we could have is very much aligned with each other. If you say I'm 3 months, you're 5 months, chances are we have a lot of similarities still. But if you say, oh, I'm a 3-year old channel, I monetize in your 6 months old channel, I think the gap is very big. And it's the same as the point that I was saying earlier, where if you were to search on your competitors and you want to be educated based on your competitors, you want to focus on the competitors that is slightly just above you, just slightly. Don't search those competitors who have millions of subscribers compared to yours, because you don't have anything to learn from. There's no connection there. So this is again another tip that was mentioned earlier on. So before I go to the next tip, I've just noticed that we have few more viewers joining in. Hi, welcome. I know you guys missed out on the first part, but don't worry. There will be timestamp on today's workshop. It's a very good workshop, so don't feel discouraged about missing out at the beginning, because there will be a replay of this, and at the end of this live stream there will be a Q&A, and I would allow obviously everyone to, help each other out if you want to interact on the comment section, but I most prefer to go through the list before I go to the Q&A, so I don't lose any thoughts that are very, very important for me to share to you guys. So next tip, guys. So again, just remember the formula of the keyword when you're creating a title, when you're creating a description, and when you're creating your tags. Sometimes we don't pay attention to this as a small channel, but now we know. Now we know. And even I myself, as a 6-month-old channel, I'm reminded to go through my old videos and say, oh my God, my first 5 videos, there's nothing, no keyword in there. I just titled it The Feeling That I Felt. Oh, okay, I thought that was a good title. Comment on the comment section if you experience this feeling as a new content creator, where you create a title because you felt like it's a good title. Or you create a description where you thought, oh, it's clear, my viewer would know what this video is about. But there's no keywords in there. So if the keywords are missing, yes, we need to focus on fixing our keywords. Yes, Isabella, we're all guilty. I'm guilty. That's why, like I said, I cannot produce any long form video right now, because after my live stream, I'm going to do a lot of admin work. I have 130 videos to go back to individually, in terms of the thumbnail update, in terms of the keyword. I need to check the keywords on every 3 areas on every video. And it's very time consuming, but the focus of small channels is not only to produce more videos, not only to produce good videos, but also to use these tips that we talked about today. Because like I said, I'm a 6-month-old channel. It's time for me to sit back and stop producing videos for now, because I have videos already out there. I just need to make sure that those videos will be published, it will be reaching the audience, it would be sent out to a bigger audience. So I think the tips today should be inspiring for you also to do a lot of admin work rather than getting frustrated, recording a new video, and getting the same result. Remember what Einstein said, it's insanity to expect the same result and doing the same thing. That's the theme of today's workshop. Really understanding a small channels. At a certain point in time, we need to do other things or approach our channel in many different methods in order for us to grow. Now, I also want to highlight very quickly as well on the end screen. Okay. Um, this is another tip that I was given long time ago, and I've been doing it. But I can tell you so many channels that I follow in my channel. There's so many content creators in this channel, probably in today's live stream, who do not have an end screen set up in every video. Maybe some of you would say, Majoy, I'm done. I'm set up with that. That's good. That's why I put this tip towards the end, because you might say, I know that already. But if you have not set up an end screen on every video that you publish, you are missing out on the bingeable content or the possibility of the viewer to watch the part two or for the viewer to watch the next video. Now, this is the tip I want to share with you. If you select the video on your end screen, right, I would recommend not to click on recommended, like let YouTube generate for you. Because I've done that before on my early days, on my very, very early days. And I stopped doing that. I stopped selecting the best for viewers. Instead, I select the video that I feel would be suitable to be on the end screen. Now, another thing that I've been doing is I also add a video, a playlist on my end screen. So on my end screen, there's two that will pop. One is the video recommended, and the other one is the playlist recommended. I've said this many times in my early days of doing workshop like this. I remember my very first workshop about this topic was sometime November. I think that's how we were kind of or that's how I realized, okay, this is also another segment in my channel that I can actually not only generate views but also to create a community, to strengthen my community, because this is where we all get together. If you see my live stream when it's about this topic, that's when everyone is coming out from the woodwork. Sometimes like Pumpkin would be suddenly here, or Isabella, or Destin, or the boys. I don't see the boys today. But the point I'm making is really knowing the recommend on the end screen. You want to recommend as well the playlist. And I think in November when I did the first workshop, I was so big about creating a playlist, because you can also make this on your end screen as a recommendation. That would be great. If they click the playlist, that means they would have the whole playlist to either play all or really check out what else or what other works have you done. So if you haven't added your playlist on your end screen, I highly, highly recommend. I've done this already to all my videos. So this is taken out of my admin work. But if you haven't, maybe this is something you might want to try. And this is something great. You can actually, instead of putting this as your pinned comment, I used to put this on my pinned comment. Now I'm about to change on all the 130 videos, my pinned comment to my website. I'm going to start working on that this afternoon when I'm done with my live stream and my admin work. That is my schedule of work for today. So I think another tip I want to share with my fellow small content creators in this community is really manage your daily work on YouTube. It's not always about creating videos, it's not always about creating content, but at the same time, it's also doing all the administrative work. And you can generate views from doing all these works without creating a new video. And I think that's exactly what happened to my videos the past few days. Because if you have a moment, go to my playlist, you would see, I think 70% of my videos, I have updated the thumbnail because the CTR was low. Okay. I have updated my thumbnails because the CTR was less than 2%. Those who are above 2%, I leave them alone for now. And then I will get back to it next week or two to see if the CTR has picked up. So there's always something we can do, to boost the views. I just updated those thumbnails and I generated new views based on the CTR, because I think my focus now as a small channel, which I hope would also inspire you guys, my focus now is not the views. It's not like, oh, I hope there's 50 people or 100 people will view the video. I think my focus now is the click through rate. If I could actually hit the right spot for my CTR to go high than normal or to improve every day, then that video by time will generate views by itself. Rather than saying, oh, I have a video, there's only 50 views, but if you look at the CTR, it's like 7%, you know that that 50 views will increase in time because of the CTR is high. And of course, when the CTR is high, the algorithm will keep pushing that. And in fact, if you go to your analytics, you would see that the reason why that video is high is because YouTube has been putting that as a recommendation. When you go to your analytics, I recommend also for you to go to the part where you can see the percentage that YouTube has recommended your video. Have you actually seen that part of your analytics? Let me quickly pull out for you, because this is also a good indication for us as small channels to also understand what YouTube is doing to our videos or for that particular video. And which leads me to the next tip. Okay. The next tip, which I want to share with you. This is not from my YouTube guru, this is from my experience. The next tip, identify the videos that perform good or best within your channel and create a part two of that. That's exactly what I did on my last live stream about sales training, where the performance of the first video was good. And so I thought, wow, when I go to the analytics, CTR, average view duration, total number of views, total watch hours was almost 40 hours for that one live stream, guys. Then I thought, okay, I need to do a part two of this particular topic, of this particular tone. I basically read even the thumbnail you can see, guys. I basically use the same thumbnail. I just put part two at the bottom. So the viewers who have watched that first video would say, oh, she did part two. I'm going to watch the part two. And guess what? They're only 10 views apart from each other. And they're only like less than a week gap to each other. So I hope you're inspired by this tip that I've just given you, because go to your analytics, go to your content list, go through your every video, understand how they perform. Of course, those videos in my channel that perform really bad, I didn't recreate it anymore. I didn't do it. I didn't talk about it. I didn't do it again. Maybe I will do it when I'm monetized, just to experiment, or maybe I'll do it in the next 6 months from now which means a year later since I published those videos that did not have any result or that were not popular. So the bottom line is really understand the videos that perform really good and do a part two. Copy the same thumbnail, copy the same description. All you have to do, put part two. It's just your job to expand on tips you can add related to that part one video that would be more engaging to your viewers who view it the first time around. And guess what? I'm preparing the part three already because the part one was a hit, the part two was a hit, the part three. I don't know how many parts I have to continue for this particular topic, but my viewers like it. It's the highest viewed, low maintenance, very organic, very podcast ish type, the most comfortable setting for myself to be creative and to put everything out on the table for my viewers. So I feel like, okay, I can do the part three. So that would be my part three for my live stream this week, which I'm doing on Friday. So remember that tip, guys. I think the last tip was very, very good. Check your channel overall performance. I think the focus right now, if you've produced so many videos, is to just focus on understanding how your channel is performing. What are the strengths of your channel in terms of the contents that really deliver views and drawn a lot of subscribers? And which leads me to the next tip. Let's talk about subscribers. While they are so important for any new channel, while this will help us generate views, it's no brainer. You have more subscribers, you get close to monetization or to minimum of 1,000 subscribers. And the best part about that is you generate a lot of views. Now, how can you actually make the most of your subscribers in terms of your channel growth? It's the same thing as what I've said earlier. If you actually would recreate a part two of a successful video, when you go to your analytics, you can also see by video, it's a lot of work. It's an admin work, but it's worth it. Check how many subscribers you generate or you've generated for every video. In my case, I do have an Excel sheet, which I've mentioned on the very beginning of this workshop a couple of months ago. So on that particular Excel sheet, right, I have a section there which basically says video title, number of views, subscribers generated, and so on and so forth. And then notation, I would put some notes myself. So you want to identify which videos who perform really good that has generated subscribers, and you want to recreate a part two as well or a sequence for that particular topic, because not because this video generated 30 hours 30 view hours doesn't mean you cannot recreate part two of other videos as well. But what would be your basis on recreating another video would be which videos had generated subscribers. That's another tip I want to share with you. So I will put all of this on the description and on the thumbnail for you guys to really have access to everything we talked about today. There's many other tips that I want to share, but I'm saving it for the next live stream because I don't want to overwhelm all of you. And I hope that you learned a lot from today's live stream. So much for the YouTube studio crashing on me again. But hey, we made it to this time of the second live stream. So I hope that you guys learned a lot. And I appreciate those who joined today's live stream. I know some of you are probably going to bed, some of you are already in bed, but I would be doing another part two of this. Like I said, this is the example why I keep repeating this workshop, because there's success in terms of views, engagement, and of course, I'm able to document all the tips that are useful for myself, that I actually can refer to and say, okay, I can recreate that topic, I can expand on that topic, or I can actually remind myself to not forget those three tips that I talked about today because I haven't worked on that yet. So it's a win-win situation. There's really nothing to lose in doing this type of content. So that's the tips that I've got ready for you today. I still have a bunch, but I want to save it for the next live stream. So if you have any questions, if you want to say something, now is the time for the Q&A. Now is the time to for me to go through the comment section because I wanted to be so focused on the entire session. I enjoy that. What a session. What a session again. Even though the interruption of YouTube kicking me out kind of bummed me out a bit, but let's see how I can combine that beginning to this second part. So if anyone is still here, please feel free to ask away, or if you want to share any feedback. I'm just going to quickly go through the comment section now, and apologies if you guys were waiting for the comment section or for me to read the comments. Um, let's see. Pumpkin, are you still here? I ordered Majoy on DoorDash. Are you serious? What do you mean by you ordered me on DoorDash? Pumpkin, thanks for stopping by. I'm not sure if you're still here. Lisa, thanks for stopping by as well. Of course. Oh, Miss Pumpkin is still here. Isabella, are you still here? You know what's interesting? I have viewers who are just incognito. Sometimes I don't see that you guys are here. So now we are on the comment section. We're now on the Q&A. Or if you want to promote your channel, this is a good time to do it. Because now is the floor is yours, and I'm here to help you guys out. So let me see. Isabella, my lives never work out as far as live stream. I wish they did, but definitely can see it working for you. Oh, okay. Well, you know what, Isabella? I mean, Pumpkin and Isabella, you guys are big on live stream, like the overnight live stream. I haven't done that. You guys need to teach me how to do that. I haven't done that because I'm just not sure how to do it in terms of what would actually cater to my viewers, because the nature of my channel, as you know, I don't want to give an impression to my viewers that my channel is about a running music all night long to generate views. So I still have to figure out how that works. But Pumpkin is very expert in that department, I know. When I go to Pumpkin's live, I must say, Isabella, I must say it's like a party. It's a fiesta. It's a fiesta. When you go to Pumpkin's live, which I go whenever she has, it's like a party. It's like everyone is there, everyone is talking, and I guess Pumpkin doesn't have to do so much work. Just play a music and then get on with the night and let them do their own thing. Pumpkin. Hi, Kumar. Pumpkin is also here. So Kumar joined the community from Pumpkin. He joined because he met me from Pumpkin's channel. So Pumpkin, I got 164 hours on my live and 90 on my last live. 90 hours. Wow. Okay, that's awesome. Yeah, I need to figure out how I'm gonna improve that. So Pumpkin, you recruited Kumar to my channel. He's here right now. Um Isabella, are you still here? Yeah, Kumar is originally from Pumpkin's channel, and I went to Pumpkin's live, and then he interacted and subscribed. So I hope Kumar that I hope Rinku that you are also watching. I will pin on the comment section, Rinku, the playlist for workshop for content creators like us, because I appreciate when viewers would go and view my videos and live stream, but I really prefer that when they watch my live stream or my videos, that they really learn something and they get value of it. So then I don't feel so bad about you guys watching my boring video. I guess it can be rather boring to some. So yeah, Kumar is new. Yeah, Pumpkin Rinku was the amazing one to help me all night. Yeah, I always see when I go to Pumpkin's live, I see Kumar is very active. He's always there. Kumar, are you watching me from India? Are you based in India? Because Rinku, I'm sorry. Sorry, Rinku. Okay, Rinku, thanks for correcting me, Pumpkin. Rinku, are you watching me from India? What is the time difference now? I'm in Singapore, and as you know, in Singapore, we have a huge Indian community. We have a lot of ITs, we have a lot of builders, we have a lot of construction workers, and a lot of them are from India. So there's Indian people everywhere, also in Singapore, as you probably know by now. Yeah. Which part of India are you from, Rinku? Pumpkin, what are you doing for dinner? Did you cook your dinner already? It looks like you don't have any question for me, Pumpkin. You're just hanging out with me. What do you mean you order me from DoorDash? I don't even know what's DoorDash. I don't think we have DoorDash in Singapore. What do you mean by DoorDash? No, I'm not correcting. I'm always yelling at Rinko to make sure he's still with me. Yeah, I see Rinko. Rinko is he's good. He's a very good subscriber. He's always in your live. I noticed that last time. He's always there. When I stop by your live, he's always there. Are you doing live today, Pumpkin? What are you doing? What time is it there? I think Isabella left. Isabella, if you've left, I know you're it's time for bed for you. I'll catch up with you. Thanks for joining today, Isabella. I miss the boys. I miss Build Resilience and Omar. They were supposed to join on today's workshop. I hope they would be able to watch the I know you took long on the first live. You know, my dear, I'm so upset. This is the second time YouTube Studio kicked me out. Second time or crashed on me in the middle of my live. I don't know what's happening. So I need to really figure out. That's why I said it's good that I have the regulars that comes back. But I'm worried about those who were in the live at the first time and they're just passers and so they didn't come back anymore, so that makes me very sad. When YouTube Studio kicked me out, I feel like, Pumpkin, did you learn something from tonight? Did you like tonight's live stream? Did I talk about topics that are useful for small channels? I didn't cook today. I ordered DoorDash and busy making tamales for a birthday party this weekend. I haven't had tamales since I was in the States. When I was in San Diego, a lot of my friends, I learned you never on time. What do you mean by that? I'm always on time. I just got kicked out. I just kicked out by you. I mean, YouTube Studio just crashed on me. Yeah, I'm never on time. Oh my God. Are you serious? No, I'm always on time. It's just stupid. I need to report that to YouTube again that this is the second time. I don't know if it happened to other live stream today or it's just me. Because as far as my internet connection, I am literally, Singapore has 5G. We have the best internet system here. I'm already 5G and I'm next to the modem. So I would like to believe that it's not the internet. I would like to believe that it's the YouTube studio. Are you going live today, Pumpkin? What time is your live? I'm going to go to your live later. Or are you running something? I'm always going to go and run your stuff there. But I don't think you need it. You have like so many hours, Pumpkin. I'm so happy for you. I mean, I remember when we met, we were like what, second month on the channel, I think. We were still relatively new. I remember those days, when the number of subscribers we had. Yeah, you have gone so big. You got kicked out, loser, Majoy. That's funny. Imagine getting kicked out of a store, but your YouTube will would kick you out. I know. I know. I'm still upset with that. I just feel like, why me again? You know? Yeah. So I am gonna try to audit the or edit the content as usual, and to make sure that, you know, um, yeah, it's just quite annoying. I just want to see how that goes. But see, it's still on live though. That is so weird. So I'm gonna put this on private, the first one. Okay, the other one is on private. This one is still on live, which where we are. So do you have live? I was talking to myself on the other live. So are you on live right now? I can run your live right now, Pumpkin. How to be you, how to be like you. Oh my gosh, I just hit 600 hours. That's how far I am. That's how bad. Let me go to your live now. I can't see your live, Pumpkin. I'm gonna go to the. Hold on. I'm gonna try to go to. You mean you have your live running right now? No, no live for you today. Ah, okay, okay. Rinku. And it's funny because Rinku's face is there now. I can still see some guys joining in. Is it Build Resilience? Is it Omar? Please let me know because I was looking for you guys, especially Build Resilience. I'm supposed to share with you some tips for your channel because I went to his channel and I thought, there's some things that um, I can share to Build Resilience. I think Build Resilience is from Texas, or I can't remember. So, what are you guys planning on? All night live on me and flower video is live on my channel. Oh, you have your live, Kumar? Okay, let me go there as well. Let me quickly go to your, hold on, let me just find you first. I'm going to your channel quickly, Rinku. Where is your live? Okay, hold on. Is that the Shivatri key video? Hold on. Because now it's running there. Shivatri. Hold on. Shivratki key video. Okay, it's not opening yet. I'm trying to play it. Hold on. There's one that says upcoming, 2:37 in the morning. So that's all I can see there. I can see some subscribers or some viewers joining in. Again, if you are actually from the community, please let me know. We've just finished the session, but I'm happy to share some tips if it's Build Resilience and Omar, because we covered quite a bit already today. I go get my 3 ID on you, Rinku. But Rinku, I can't see your live. I only see upcoming. I see 3 viewers coming in. Hi guys, please introduce yourself, make yourself known. And we're just at the tail of the live stream or the workshop. We're just basically on the Q&A and kind of hanging out. So I'm not sure if there's still gonna be any viewers from the old gang or from the regulars who might just be tuning in because of the time difference. So Miss Pumpkin, what else are you doing for tonight? I am getting ready for lunch now at the end of this live stream. While YouTube will run the copyright, I'm going to grab my lunch real quick and I'll watch your live with you sleep while you sleep. Keep them, I'll chain them down. Yeah, Rinko, I will check your live stream, but it says upcoming. So I'm not sure why the other one would not open. I only see the upcoming video for live stream. All right, guys. I think I don't see any more new viewers coming in. I appreciate you, Pumpkin and Rinku, joining today. Always good to see regulars stopping by and showing support. I know, Pumpkin, you don't need a lot of support. Your channel is successful and you have so many views, hundreds and thousands of views for you already. But I will support you. I will go to your live, and again, because of the time difference, I always ended up watching the replay. Sometimes when I'm in the bus or I'm in the train, that's when I run the replay. So to help you out as well with the hours and the watch hours. So thanks for stopping by, guys. I will see you on your live. Rinku, I will join your live stream. Again, the time difference could be a problem, but I let you guys play with each other in your channel. I'm gonna get quickly grab some lunch. I haven't had lunch and breakfast yet, and it's almost 12:30 in the afternoon. I enjoyed today's live stream. I hope you did. Pumpkin, I'll see you on your live, and Rinku, thanks for stopping by. Have a good day. Have a good night, Pumpkin. Get some beauty sleep. Bye, Rinku. Thanks again, guys.